Cheer finally on the markets.
Absolutely. Good morning. Just one quick point on the markets per se. Just watch what the dollar is doing. And I think, there are too many things to watch. It's kind of become very difficult. So many moving parts, juggling balls. So if you want to watch one thing, watch what the dollar is doing and the dollar index is doing. And I think we discussed this last week, a couple of days back. Instances, and we gave instances, episodes of dollar strengthening to where we are right now, by the 100-odd levels. And that was May 2015, November 2015. And we'll go back and see what happened to emerging markets back then. So I think just a word of caution there. I think that is my theme today, a word of caution. So, I think the dollar is on a move. I mean, actually not on a move, but on a march. Just look at what it's doing to other currencies. It's also, of course, a function of commodities taking a bit of a backseat. So commodity currencies naturally sell off against the USD, the US dollar. It's not so much of a problem so far against the rupee. But I think one needs to watch that space for risk appetite, really. Because overnight, it was clear risk off.
Yes, but in terms of a couple of stocks that you're tracking today, you have NBFCs, you have the Tata Group stocks on your list?
I do. So, I mean, the easy part is, of course, the Tata Steel is a stock. If you can just quickly put that name up. We discussed this quite extensively yesterday. We kind of broke it down in terms of what could be the worst case, really, for Tata Steel. And do the current turn of events really impact Tata Steel in a pretty bad way? And the answer to that basically was no. If you can have Tata Steel up first, please. I think the stock is up. I mean, the last I checked, Tata Steel was high by about 2.5% or so. And what came out of the analyst meet yesterday was also important. The management essentially sort of assuring investors that the plans to sell stake, etc., is completely on track. So I think that is important to take note of as well. The other one I want to talk about is Bajaj Finance. Now, this is interesting. Bajaj Finance has done phenomenally well. It's down right now about 2.33%, and I would say for good reason. Bajaj Finance over the last 8 months or so has essentially doubled. I mean, the stock used to be about $1,000 or so. It's about 1,080 odd rupees. If you can have Bajaj Finance up, please. Okay, so I don't think we have graphics up. So why don't we postpone our chat?